After over a decade on television, The Voice is reinventing itself, something that many well-known competition shows are afraid to do. Again, additionally, even loyal fans may believe they are seeing a totally different series because of how drastically things have altered this time. The popular singing competition on NBC will make a formal comeback in 2026 with season 29. According to experts, this season will fully change the concept rather than merely making small changes. With a redesigned coach relationship, a restructured competition, and higher stakes games, The Voice is set to enter what many are describing as its most ambitious period to date. When does The Voice Season 29 officially begin? What does totally revamped mean? And why is NBC betting heavily on change right now? Here's all you need to know about The Voice's 2026 return, and why Season 29 could become one of the show's most talked about episodes ever. When does Season 29 of The Voice start? NBC reports that The Voice's 29th season will premiere in early 2026, with an official launch date of late February 2026. Similar to previous spring cycles, the show will resume its popular primetime slot and air on Monday nights. The Voice's 2026 season is being positioned as a special event season with the aim of feeling more competitive, larger, and sharper than prior seasons, despite the fact that it has historically cycled between the autumn and spring seasons. Throughout the first week, a number of extended shows are planned to give fans a preview of the updated format. Instead than acclimating viewers to the changes gradually, NBC plans to fully embrace the new era. In conclusion, The Voice is not just coming back, it is making a statement. Why? The Voice will reimagine itself in 2026 after 28 seasons. The Voice has nothing left to prove in terms of brand awareness. It remains one of NBC's most reliable brands, with a global audience and a concept that has inspired countless careers. What's the point of changing now? The answer lies in viewer growth. The Voice Season 29 fully embraces the truth that reality competition shows are no longer just talent showcases but become games. NBC executives claim that the 2026 season is a total creative refresh, designed to appeal to younger viewers who expect faster pacing and higher stakes, while also keeping loyal viewers engaged. The Voice as a championship contest. A new era. One of the most significant changes in Season 29 is the way the show reframes its identity. Instead of just looking for the next great star, the focus is now on who truly dominates the competition, both onstage and off. Season 29 introduces a champion-centric model that prioritizes the coaches above the musicians alone. For the first time, the coaching panel is arranged around proven winners, and the season has evolved into a high-level chess match between musical heavyweights. This minor yet important change changes everything. Coaches are no longer only mentors, they are now rivals with reputations to maintain. The coaches rehearse before making mistakes. The Voice has historically rotated its coaches to keep things fresh. But Season 29 concentrates on legacy, credibility, and competitive history. Instead of loading the panel with creativity or experimentation, NBC selected coaches who knew how to win, artists who understood the show's mechanics, and how to lead talent all the way to the finale. The tension from the first blind audition is increased by this tactic. Every chair move has a feeling of planning. Every decision appears to have been carefully thought out. Every rivalry has a purpose. Now, it's more about out-coaching the competitors than it is about having the most dramatic emotions or the funniest remarks. Blind auditions. Often recognized but smarter, the blind auditions are not discontinued in Season 29 of The Voice. Rather, their purpose is repurposed. In previous seasons, blind auditions was primarily about discovery. In 2026, they become a benchmark. Every performance is crucial for building a team and establishing early dominance. Instead of only reacting, coaches are now monitoring momentum, spotting trends, and making plans for the future. It suggests that the audience will see fewer filler scenes and more exciting choices. Battles and knockouts. Strategy is the main focus. If the blind auditions set the tone, the battles and knockouts in Season 29 will redefine the game. This season, the importance of matchup strategy has increased, turning these rounds from simple eliminations into strategic battles. Coaches must decide who could put them in danger later in the tournament or assist a rival team. In addition to figuring out who sings well with the others, Every pairing matters. Every removal is painful. Furthermore, the program acknowledges in public for the first time that winning is more significant than mentoring. Although The Voice has always aimed for this equilibrium, it has never leaned into it with such vigor. Without sacrificing musical integrity, this alteration heightens the dramatic impact. Another important shift for 2026 is a tighter season, a faster pace. Consequently, there will be more important performances each hour and fewer long episodes. NBC has reportedly accelerated a number of rounds to keep the race going and make sure no episode feels like a stand-in. For those who have been watching the show for years, this change alone can feel revolutionary. Live performances, less predictability, more risk. As soon as season 29 begins its live performance phase, there will be a discernible shift. In addition to the traditional vote dynamics, the revised format introduces additional levels of influence, making it more challenging to predict the outcome. Performances are more crucial than ever, and momentum can shift in a single evening. The goal? Even as the rivalry goes on, reaffirm that everything is possible. The implication is that competitors cannot coast. This implies that there will be genuine suspense in the final race for spectators once more. The significance of Season 29 as a watershed calling The Voice 2026, a totally revamped show, is more than just marketing jargon. It's a true philosophical shift. By emphasizing music, competition, and storytelling, more than trends or copying competitors, The Voice is enhancing its distinctiveness. It serves as a reminder that longevity does not have to mean stagnation. The constant in a changing program. Carson Daly. Despite everything that has changed, Carson Daly remains. In her role as host, Daly remains the dependable cornerstone of the show, assisting viewers in navigating its revised format while maintaining the emotional coherence that fans have grown accustomed to. His participation serves as a reminder that The Voice hasn't forgotten its origins in an era of reinvention. How to watch Season 29 of The Voice. Episodes of Season 29 will be available for streaming shortly after NBC's early 2026 premiere. NBC is positioning Season 29 as a must-watch television event rather than just another episode. In conclusion, The Voice importance in 2026. In the crowded reality TV industry, The Voice might have avoided trouble. It may have followed the same trend, appealing solely to sentimentality. In contrast, Season 29 chooses ambition. It is demonstrated that even after nearly 30 seasons, The Voice can still astonish its audience by reinvigorating its narrative, honing its competition, and revamping its structure. The Voice's return in February 2026 will be more than simply a new season. It will be a new beginning and a reminder of why the show first gained such a large following. There will soon be another season of The Voice. There will be some format changes and surprises for viewers in Season 29 of the Emmy-winning singing competition series. Do you think you've heard of The Voice? A teaser video posted to Instagram in July 2025 by returning coach Adam Levine asked viewers to think again. According to NBC, the landmark season will be infused with fast-paced, competitive elements, delivering a fresh twist on the format that raises the stakes for coaches and artists alike. Although the auditions are blind, viewers don't have to be as the new season starts. This page contains all the information you need to know about The Voice Season 29, including the coach's return and how the format change is creating exciting clashes. The Voice Season 29 will debut with a 2-hour broadcast on February 23. The first episode will be followed by 2 more that air the same week, and 2-hour programs that air on February 25 and 26, the network said. Levine, Kelly Clarkson, and John Legend will all be featured on Season 29 of The Voice. It's interesting that a 4th coach won't be hired. Since the reality competition show's launch in 2011, the 3 singers have appeared on and off. Clarkson last made an appearance in Season 23, while Levine and Legend claimed the red chairs in Season 27. At NBC, they are described as powerhouse coaches who form the only panel in the show's history comprised entirely of Voice winners. The Voice, Battle of Champions, the 29th season, will include a new format. There are now 3 coaches instead of the usual 4, and each coach will have a team of 10 artists. An extra wrinkle is that the tournament will be divided into 4 rounds. To determine who can get the most 3-chair turns for the blind auditions, The coaches will compete against each other in a triple turn competition. A special advantage in the next round, according to NBC Insider, will be given to the victor. The coach with the most 3-chair rotations during the battles will receive a super steal, which can be utilized once and overrides other coaches' attempts. 2 players from their club's previous seasons will be chosen by the coaches for the in-season All-Star competition during the knockouts round. The 29th season of The Voice will not be like any other. The Voice's most recent season will end on December 16, but fans won't have to wait longer than 2 months to rejoin the battle. On Monday, February 23, NBC will premiere the 29th season of The Voice. Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, and John Legend will all be returning to their coaching roles for the season, which is called The Voice Battle of Champions. Each returning coach has already won the competition. Clarkson has won 4 times, Legend once, and Levine 3 times. Season 29 will only have 3 coaches instead of 4, which is the only change. During the blind auditions, coaches will place 10 performers on each of their teams. In the triple turn competition, which pits them against each other throughout, the coach who completes the most 3-chair turns will win a reward. The lucky coach will be awarded a super steal in the battle round, a prize that guarantees victory and surpasses any other coach's attempt at stealing. 2 of their team's top players from previous seasons will then be called back by each coach for the knockouts. Head-to-head sing-offs between these erstwhile rivals will take place as part of an in-season All-Star competition. The winner of each All-Star Showdown will be chosen by the original voice coach, CeeLo Green. The coach with the most sing-off wins will guarantee a spot in the championship game as a second finalist. By the time semi-final week arrives, 9 musicians will still be competing. The finale will include the top 4 performers from the show. For the first time in the show's history, superfans and past voice performers will be able to vote in real time throughout the semifinals and finale as part of the in-studio audience.